Hello, my name is Dajarine and this is my project on physics and basketball. Today I'll be going over the three main concepts in basketball involving Newton's laws of motion, projectile motion, and velocity, momentum, and acceleration in basketball. Newton's three laws of motion are easily noticeable when watching players dribble, pass, and shoot. Newton's first law is defined as an object at rest will remain at rest unless acted on by an outside unbalanced force. The object will then travel in the direction that the force is applied, in the same constant speed and direction. An easy display of this is as simple as, well, my object is at rest and is not being touched by an outside force. Here is my foot being the outside force acting upon the ball, kicking it in a direction. Due to the outside force of my foot, the ball travels in the distance of the outside force. Newton's second law is the force of an object is equal to the mass times the acceleration of the object. This is relevant because the force needed to move the ball is dependent on the mass of the basketball player, the mass of the ball, times the acceleration at which the player is traveling to get the ball to the net. Newton's third law states that for every action there is an opposite and equal reaction. This can be demonstrated by a simple bounce pass. Here, the object is pushing a downward force on the floor while the floor is pushing an upward force upon the object. And then the object travels in the opposite direction due to the force of the floor pushing back up on the object. Projectile motion is a form of motion experienced by an object or particle that is projected near the Earth's surface and moves along a curved path called a parabola under the action of gravity only. At first, an applied force must be adverted onto the object, creating the initial velocity. Shooting the ball at an angle will allow the ball to experience the force of gravity, which is negative 9.8 meters per second, allowing the ball to fall going directly into the net rather than shooting towards the target, which will only set the ball going back towards you. And last but not least, we'll talk about how velocity, momentum, and acceleration help drive the pace of the game. Velocity is a vector quantity that refers to the rate at which an object changes its position. Think of this as a basketball player moving down a court. So as he goes along, he changes his position, getting closer to the net. Momentum is the quantity of a motion of a moving body measured as a product of its mass times its velocity. It is usually has the units of kilograms times meters per second, and the formula looks like P equals M times V. A player's momentum helps him get down the court the fastest. Acceleration is the rate at which velocity changes with time in terms of both speed and direction. This is usually seen as players are jetting down the court and accelerating as time goes on. Unfortunately, some players are not able to slow down. This is my project on physics and basketball, and thank you for watching.